Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room, or if you're new here, welcome, and I hope you stick around. My name is Laura and I love to do budget-friendly DIYs, a little bit of crochet, and even some Dollar Tree hauls. Today I'll be doing a thrift store refresh. I got this mug from the thrift store a while back and I tried to remove the picture on it, and I tried sandpaper. I tried carburetor cleaner. I could not get it off. So I ended up painting it with this Rust-Oleum Perfect Gray paint. I'll also be using these window clings from the Dollar General and 3 of these floral picks from the Dollar Tree. So once I got it painted, my mug painted, and look at the color. It was a perfect match. I did like the specks in it, but this is okay. I just simply used the truck there with the tree in the back. And doesn't it look like it was just made for this mug? I mean, the colors and the way it just wraps around, I absolutely loved this. So here I am just trying to apply that window cling, and it wasn't sticking the way I wanted it to. I didn't want to use glue at first, but as soon as I went and got my glue stick and removed that window cling and reapplied it, it fit perfectly, no bubbles, and it was a little hard to pull off, I think because the paint was fresh, so I didn't need the glue at all. And there I am, just smoothing it out, getting all the wrinkles and all the bubbles out. And then I'm going to just simply add some florals into the mug. So I'm just going to fluff out these picks, and aren't they beautiful? These are repeats from last year. So I'm just spreading them out, and I'm just going to add them to the mug. And that was it. I did end up using a plaid bow in the end because I thought that space, between the hole and the truck was a little bare. So I did insert pictures of both, with and without the ribbon.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us.
And then for the Kirklands inspired floral candle holder, I absolutely love this, but it was $65.99 and I knew I can make it for much, much cheaper. So I found this bucket at the 99-cent store and gave it a coat of this nutmeg paint by Rust-Oleum. The bonus pack of the storage containers and these napkin rings, 2 different sizes of glass, a candle holder. I ended up using 4 of these battery operated candles. One didn't have the bottom when I bought it and I never took it back, so I did use that as well. And then a bunch of picks, mixture of Dollar Tree and Walmart. And the Walmart ones I did get last year. I used some foam, and I used, all that paper that the stores wrap your glass in? I save it, and I will be using that. And these pine tree wire ties. So I was just here playing around, trying to find my placement for my candles, and I will be using the little Tupperware, the food containers, as risers. And I already had my candle holder already glued on to that candle. It was from a previous DIY. So if you want to remake this, you would just glue that candle holder, the glass candle holder, to the bottom of the largest glass vase and you would want to use some E6000 for that. And so here I'm just gluing everything to the bottom. As you can see, I'm just gluing the rim of that storage container and then gluing that right to the bottom. And then I'll be gluing the glass vases to the top. And while I was talking, the one on the right, I also added a small tea light candle holder, so I would have 3 different heights and not just, 2 different heights, if that makes sense. So it was a storage container, a small candle, tea light holder, and then the glass. And now I'm just filling in the bucket with that paper towel, I think it is, that the Dollar Tree wraps their glass in. And I'm doing this that way I don't have to use as much florals, and it gives it some height, and it's much cheaper this way. So now I'm going to glue in pieces of the floral foam, and I ended up using 1 full pack, which is 4, and then just 1 block out of another pack, so 5 in total. And I just glued those wherever I saw a empty space, as you see me doing here. And then to make it appear as though my candles are very tall, I'm going to glue 2 of the napkin rings together, and then I'll glue that to the inside of the 2 smaller glass vases, and that'll give me some height. And then in the tallest glass vase, I will be using 2 of the battery operated candle from the Dollar Tree. Now remember, one didn't even have the light in it. The bottom was completely out. Didn't notice until I got home, and I never took it back. So I just used it as a riser. So I turned that one upside down, the first one, and then I set the working one right on top of that.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exultation. Sing, all ye citizens of heaven above.
And then I use a little bit of moss to cover up the foam and the paper towels that I stuffed in there, and just spread it around, and then just started adding my floral picks. Now the long picks that I have, these were from Walmart. I got them after Christmas sale, and those worked out perfect, and I just laid them, and you'll see that in a sec. I just laid them on top long ways. Here I am getting ready to do that, and that worked out perfect. It filled it up, and it was just, it worked out perfect. Some DIYs just work out perfect, and others just give you a headache, but this one went smooth, and I'm glad I get to share it with you.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Come, let us adore.
So if you would like to remake this, again, just pick your favorite florals, whether they're pine cones or not, just swirlies, green, white, it doesn't matter. Just have fun and just fill it in, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and it's to your liking. And that's one of the things I like about doing my own, not only to save money, but I can make it to the way I like it and not so much the way I bought it, if that makes sense.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold.
And then I took those pine needle ties and I just used that to cover up the napkin holders, and I also used it as a filler. So I just fluff it with my hand, just pull the opposite way as if you were pulling off rosemary, to cook with, and just fluff it out. And I did cut some in half and just stuck them around and just filled in the empty spaces, or if there was a place I needed to hide something, I just used that as well. I wish I had more berries because in the Kirklands photo, there was much more berries and I really love that. But I can't find any yet, so I may add some later on. Now I'm going to apply the Farm Fresh Christmas trees, the window cling that came with the red truck. And I'm going to place that in the front. Now this one did need glue. It was so tiny and it didn't want to stick, so I just applied it with some glue. And here is the jug, and here it is with the plaid bow. I just tied a knot, and look how beautiful. I absolutely love that jug. It's probably one of my favorite things so far that I have made. There's just something about it. And yeah, and the bucket, it literally costed, I'm going to say, less than $15, and it is a good size piece. And here is the Kirklands, and here is mine. I hope you all love it as much as I do. And thanks for sticking around and watching till the end. I really appreciate all my subs and even my newcomers. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you all next time. Stay safe out there. Bye.
Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant.